Crypto panic, extreme fear returns in the market, and the big question in the minds of a lot of people is the bull run finished? Are we expecting, the markets to switch off just like that and the bear to take over? No. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to my channel, and my name remains James Kenneth at here in St.JamesCrypto. So, what is playing out right now in the market is what we've been talking since last week. I remember I released a video talking about the possibility of us breaking to the upside if Bitcoin would hit a certain level, and it did. We're able to sustain a little, in that region. I was expecting it to go higher, and it didn't. But right now, Bitcoin broke its critical support, and a lot of stuff is coming down. And right now, of course, a lot of people asking this question: are we entering into the bear market? Of course, the answer is no. But when do we expect, the market to fully come back to life? When do we expect the bull run to actually kick in and to see that explosive move? And of course, what we expect to see in the weekend. Now, we understand that the market sentiment, we're going into extreme fear because, of course, a lot of analysts, a lot of traders have seen that Bitcoin has broken that critical support, the support where it's supposed to maintain its price. So once it broke that support level, which was at 98, everything went back down. So, but now we're looking at the next support. The next support level for Bitcoin is around 80, 82 to 85 level. So that 82 to 85 level, if we keep breaking the support and keep going down, then once Bitcoin broke 2 to 3 support level, then we can say that we should be watching for a bear market. But right now, we still have some major player in the crypto market, and a lot of things could transpire between now and next week. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you all know that yesterday, Xrpetf, one of the prophetic crypto coin, launched its ETF, that is exchange traded fund. That's very bullish news. Now, you also think, why would Xrpetf launch, the Xrpetf ETF being launched in such a time where the market is, everything is going bearish. Everything is going bearish. Everything is just dumping. Why would they be launching? Of course, there are a lot of things that is playing out that you and I need to be paying attention to. Like I said in my subsequent videos, be paying attention. Guys, pay attention. There's a lot of distraction in the market. There's a lot of stuff playing out. But I think the whales themselves, they know what is happening, and that's why the market is playing out. So don't be distracted by the panic, by the people out there selling that coin or telling you to sell and get out of the market. Of course, not a financial advice. It's your decision to either sell or hold your coin. Do your own research and of course, and invest wisely. So the first thing you want to know, the critical support for Bitcoin that will as well support the entire market for next week, which I see at right now between 82 to 85 $1,000 for Bitcoin. That would support the Bitcoin price, and that will keep at least the hope alive for the bull coming back into the market and the market going, back to the upside. The next thing I want to say, of course, is also the price for the altcoin, when things will be playing back, for the altcoin. If Bitcoin can stay alive, can keep the market, between next week, sustain that, that support level and recover into the 100,000 level, then we can say, okay, we can see how the market will play out for that. But for now, the scenario is that where everyone is banking on Bitcoin to sustain the next resistance, the next support level, and break, of course, the resistance level of 105 to 106 upward to recover. Now, is this a market crash? We're seeing a major market correction, because that's the question I've been getting from everyone talking to me, like, is this crash? Everything right now is going to, are we going to lose all our money? Should we get out of the market? Of course, ladies and gentlemen, that question can only be answered by you. For now, I'm a long-term holder. I'm going to hold my position. I'm not going to sell my crypto because I believe the bull run is not over. That's what I am going to do. But of course, do your own research. I'm going to take my risk. Everyone should be prepared to take their risks in the market. Now, of course, we're expecting one of the key things that will affect the markets to, of course, bring liquidity into the market is the Fed rate cut. And right now, for this month of November, we're looking at the Fed rate cut, if we could get 50 basis points. Right now, according to the poly market, the possibility of us getting that 50 basis points for the Fed rate, it's a bit low because of course, the FOMO in the market, the inflation report, and everything that is playing out in the US and in the US market. And of course, the US market affects the world economy. Now, the next thing we're going to also look at is, of course, the global money supply, which right now we're seeing that we can see get a weaker dollar against, if we can get weaker dollar against crypto, against Bitcoin, then of course there'll be flow into the market. This November. But do you know one thing that I believe through the ETFs that is being launched right now, that is being, that is coming into the market, I think the XRP ETFs, we can see a lot of XRP ETFs coming to the market from, towards the ending of November. Then I believe more liquidity will be flowing into the market. But of course, right now, the market needs to just sustain is that level of, that level of sustenance for Bitcoin, and of course the rest, top 10 crypto, following suit with what the movement of Bitcoin. It's going to be a weekend. It's Friday, the 14th of November. What we can see for this weekend, I expect the market to be trading sideways. I expect the market to remain where it is right now. I don't expect further downward movement because, of course, if Bitcoin should break that, except if Bitcoin should break that, that support level at 82 to 85K, then we can see more downward movement. But for now, I believe the market should be playing out, because of the weekend, should be trading, that the support level. That means we can see the market playing out just the way we want it to be entering into next week. And the key indicators to watch for next week, like I told you before, more income flowing through XRP ETFs. The first one that's launched yesterday, I think the first hour or the couple of hours to trade, we are having almost $5 to $7 billion flowing through XRP ETF. Ladies and gentlemen, I've talked about the prophetic crypto, XRP being one of them. You can check that video on my channel. Of course, if you're watching my channel for the first time, especially those of you in the household of faith, please like, support, follow me for more, and of course, comment, leave me a message, join my premium membership, and of course, you feel free to ask me a question on Telegram, and of course, we'll link up during the weekend. And of course, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, for the part 2 of the prophetic coin. and of course, different strategic explanation of what to do, how to navigate this market in the upcoming as the bull run comes back to life. Of course, I'm just here to advise you as a brother, as a a fellow believer in Christ. Join me if you believe that this community is also for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I will say right now. The bull run is not over. Don't join the entire crypto market to panic. This is a time to be DCA, to do your dollar cost average, understand what the market would, how the market could play out in the next coming week, which I believe we can begin to see market recovery. Stay for, ladies and gentlemen. See you over the weekend. Thank you for such a wonderful time here on my channel. Like and subscribe. Bye bye.